see. She's outspoken, passionate in her beliefs. So we decided to give Judge Pirro this segment. We hope she doesn't blow it. And what is your first outrage of the week?
Well, it's an outrage that I think most Americans would be outraged about, and that is there is a Democratic mayor in D.C. who is running what she calls a sanctuary city. Now, we know there are a lot of them in this country, but she's doubling down, as a lot of the Democratic mayors are, and that means that she is putting money into these cities to make sure that illegal immigrants are not deported. She is putting $500,000 into funds so that lawyers can be hired to represent illegals in the event Donald Trump makes a decision to deport them, and we know that that's what he's going to do.
Right, so tax money in Washington is federal tax dollars because the federal government runs that. It's not a state situation.
Right.
So that all of us are paying that $500,000 initial payment to the fund. Now, I understand that D.C. has got a huge homeless problem, a big drug problem, a lot of social things that need attention, right?
And that's the very issue that is at the core here. If we are going to use taxpayer dollars to prioritize or represent those people who have made a decision to come here illegally, then we've got to say to the Americans who are here legally, many of them, if you're homeless, for example, in D.C., they've had a 14% increase in homelessness since in the last year, although homelessness in the country overall is down. They've got a drug problem. And by the way, when you think about homelessness, who's the biggest segment of homelessness in this country? Vets. All right, so we've got American vets who are fighting for us, who are not being taken care of, while the illegals are being taken care of with our money.
All right,
it's an outrage.
Just to clarify the fund, so this Mayor Bowser takes $500,000 of money that she could use, discretionary money, for anything in Washington, and she establishes a fund to pay lawyers who are going then to challenge any deportations the federal government may make in Washington of illegal aliens. Is that correct?
Right. And Donald Trump has made it clear that this is what he's going to do.
Well, for criminals, though. That's the priority that President-elect Trump has said. If you're a criminal, we're going to come right after you. So I don't think they're going to be sweeping up in D.C. chambermaids. I don't think they're going to be.
I don't think that's going to happen. And even General Kelly today reaffirmed that it's going to be the criminals who are going to be prioritized here. But the whole idea of saying, look, we're going to take taxpayer money. And by the way, California is talking about, what, $10 million?
Oh, sure. They hired
Eric Holder.
Eric Holder, and he's getting $25,000 a month, his law firm. But see, that's on the taxpayers of California. This is everybody, every American. So what I think is going to happen is the Trump administration is going to cut that money, going to punish Washington quickly, and Mayor Bowser is going to be in real trouble fast.
And the way they're going to do that is with Eric Sessions, the Attorney General. He's going to bring federal lawsuits.
Jeff Sessions.
I'm sorry, Jeff Sessions, Attorney General. He's going to bring lawsuits. Also, he's going to pull back on the grants, Justice Department grants, Homeland Security grants. And in addition to that, he's got the House, he's got the Senate. He can pull back up to 25% of their funding.
That is Jeanine Pirro's first outrage of the week. We're going to keep a record. What?
How'd I do?
You did okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see, we have a little ejector seat here like James Bond. And if you didn't do well, you would have been flying up in the air. So she'll be back next week.